So we know we have a lot of weather going on when Betsy brings her Post-its to the table.
School closings.
The eggs, milk.
Oh, that many!
Well, this is just the beginning of it. Akron and Canton, we've announced earlier. Plain local schools, that's another big one. Worcester, Louisville, Westlake schools, Rocky River schools, Hudson and Avon Lake schools all have reported in to the WKYC iAlert Center. Don't forget, we've got that constantly going, WKYC.com/closings. And of course, we're running them at the bottom of the screen too. It's all because of the cold. And the three things you need to know about: the wind chill advisory is the top story as far as weather goes. Then we have more snow to talk about on Thursday and Friday. And then warmer temperatures return, and the rain returns too, unfortunately, next week. Right now we have single-digit air temperatures and low teens, but the wind chills are already below zero. This is not going to improve as the night goes on. So we do have a wind chill advisory with those wind chills 10 to 20 below for the start of the day tomorrow for the entire area. As a matter of fact, most of the state of Ohio at this point has that. And just to kind of snapshot it for you, Norwalk, beautiful Norwalk, which is out there in Huron County. The wind chills tonight are going to drop down into that near 15 degree category, so 10 to 15 below by the start of the day tomorrow. So we definitely have the chill in the air, and it is going to be dangerously cold. Let's jump into this National Designer hour by hour forecast. We may still have a little residual lake effect out to the east, but the stories are really the the temperatures are really the big story tonight, as we will be in the single digits by early morning. Pre-dawn temperatures near 5 for much of the area, and I think our wind chills will be in that 10 to 15 degree below zero mode. So if the school's not closed tonight, chances are tomorrow morning that decision will be made. Or not. Some school districts, they still make it out the door in the morning, so you'll have to check when you get up to start the day. But by 7 a.m., the same story is going on. We still have that southwest wind, and the wind gusts through the day tomorrow will be coming up. So wind chills will be dropping as those wind gusts pop. And you can see noontime temperatures will be in the mid-teens, but the wind chills still below zero. So this is kind of where the temperatures are coming up, but the wind gusts are making the wind chills feel even colder. Did you see the clouds start to come in Wednesday evening? So I think the morning we start with sunshine, which is always welcome. But by afternoon and evening, clouds will be on the increase. The winds will continue gusting. And then that would lead us into the beginnings of the changes into the snow for Thursday and Friday. So the first change that we will note is a change in wind direction. As the winds become more westerly, that will fire up some lake effect snow. So we'll have a period of lake effect snow Wednesday night in the primary snow belt areas. And then by Thursday morning, we have a swath of snow that moves over the area. Here's the one thing I want you to remember as you're taking a look at this. This swath of snow can be farther south. It could be farther north, okay? The one thing we know is we will have snow, it will be persistent, but the location is still very much TBD. I think we have a pretty good shot at snow across much of northern Ohio to begin the day on Thursday, and this will be a very persistent light to moderate snow. So it's not gonna come in and just dump and then get out of here. This is gonna be just kind of a light to moderate snow that just keeps on going all morning long. So I'm anticipating travel problems Thursday morning on the roads, maybe even at the airport. Those southwest winds will continue, but look at the temperatures. We're going to be in the mid-20s. So the road salt, going to work great, okay? The problem is we're still going to have some gusty winds. Thursday night, once again, the winds begin to switch around as we have an area of low pressure to the west of us that will begin to move in. We'll have some lake effect snow that comes at us from the east to the west, so Lorain, Erie, Huron counties. And then you can see that next swath of snow that moves across the area for Friday. That one actually looks like it's more robust, so we're probably going to see a little bit more in the way of snow on Friday than Saturday. But again, it's all about location and how all of this goes down. As far as the accumulations, well, a lot of that is determined by the trajectory all this takes. So we've got this big chunk of cold air and these little spokes of energy that drop in. So one of those spokes of energy actually is going to kind of round the corner and head into the Great Lakes. That's the Thursday snow. And that Thursday snow, there you see it coming in and spreads across the area. Then it's this secondary little kicker of snow that comes in on Friday. After that one goes by, then we have more traditional lake effect because we are still dealing with pretty cold air in place. How much snow? Everything is dependent upon where the Thursday snow sets up, but we're looking at maybe 1 to 4 inches on Thursday. We get that second swath on Friday, which could be another 2 to maybe 6 inches of snow, and then we're going to throw some lake effect. And you can see the models are still having a really hard time kind of driving down those numbers into more exact specifics. So it's still too early to call, but for right now, I would say plan on snow, probably more than 3 inches of snow for much of northern Ohio, but it's spread out over a period. So this is, again, not going to just dump on us. It's going to be, I keep saying, death by 1,000 needles. It's like the stone just never stops. It's one of those kind of things. All right, here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. So we get back into the 20s just as the snow gets in here, but hey, road salt works better then. The lake snow gets out on Saturday, and then the pattern changes. We go above freezing, and we're going to bring some rain in. So we're going to trade one kind of sloppy, messy commute for another one. It's going to be the slushy, sloppy, messy commute.
Friday and Saturday can be a hot chocolate and Christmas movie kind of day.
Something like
Evening,
that. Exactly.
something like that.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Revisit it one more time.
Yeah, cozy.
Thanks, Betsy.
Thank you, Betsy.